Hello everybody, so today I want to show you my US currency right there, and then my Axios Powers currency right there. I have 3 countries from the Axios Powers over here, and only the US right here. I'd love to get some World War II British currency and Russian, but it's just going to take me a minute. I want to get the big 3 for both sides. The big 3 on the Allies and the big 3 on the Axios. So we're going to start off with the US stuff first, and then we'll look at all the German, Japanese, and Italian stuff over here. So the first thing we'll go over are the $2 bills in the frame, because they are the easiest to talk about. So you can see they are dated 1935, both of them are. You can't see one of them because they're, in a picture frame together. But these were given to me by my granny. I don't know if any of you call your grandmother that, but that's who gave me those. So I didn't really have to take time to find them or anything. They were just a gift out of her little money collection. And a lot of the coins are from my grandma, who also gave me some. And some of them are just from random change buckets, and some of them are even from stuff I've gotten back while shopping, so, But now we'll go over all the coins, because there are some pretty unique ones in there. So, as you can see here, with the coins, we have 4 nickels and 8 pennies. I don't have any dimes or any quarters, but I'm trying to find some. It's just, I got to get lucky and either get them back in change or find someone who already has them in a collection that's willing to either let me buy them for a reasonable price or trade them. Because the ones down at Peddler's Mall and stuff and old antique shops are like rare models of the 1940s and 1930s quarters and dimes. It's just, I'm just looking for some generic stuff. It could be any date. But we'll start off with the first nickel, which is actually a pretty special one. So as you can see, we have a Buffalo nickel right here. As you can see, it is from 1937. It's in really good condition, still super shiny. You can see it says Liberty. Right there it says 1937. I believe it has a Native American on it. On the back it has the Buffalo, United States of America, with some more writing, but it is too small to read, and if the camera would focus, I could probably read it. Nope, I can't read that. But as you can see, it says 5 cents right there. This one is a pretty special one, considering they are a little bit harder to find. So these are actually really easy to come across, especially like just regular nickels. As you can see, this one's dated 1941. If you want an example of it, just go pick up any other nickel. It just won't have the 1941 date. As you can see, but it is still a pretty cool thing to have if you're a World War II collector. This one is a 1945 nickel, as you can see. It's in really, it's in unclean shape, but I don't clean coins because that can ruin their value, so. And then here's one from my grandmother's collection. It is really worn down, but it is in way better shape. I don't think it has been cleaned, but you never know, because it is still a little bit dirty. It is just really worn down, though. Most of these pennies, and I mean by most, all of them, are wheat leaf. So, wheat leaf pennies look like this on the back, as you can see. It's actually really hard to read some of that. But as you can see, this one is dated 1935. The next one is dated 1938. This one was dated 1941. Sorry if I'm speeding through these. These are just all kind of the same. They're all wheat leaf. They just have a different date each time. I do believe the 1935 penny is my oldest piece of U.S. currency that's in coins, along with the $2 I have. This one's a little bit more dirty, but it is 1941 as well. As you can see right here, we have the 1943. It is the silver penny, which is a lot different from your normal copper penny, because during World War II, they needed all the materials they could to produce bullets and shell casings, which is why they had to transfer these over to silver instead of, copper. Now, there is a really rare one, and I do believe it is dated 1944 or 45. I'm a little unsure about that. I don't know a lot about U.S. coins, but I did find this one in a little bag of wheat leaf pennies that was $1, so had to pick it up while I had the money. As you can see, it's a wheat leaf, but the special part of it is it's in silver. That's what makes them cool. Another wheat leaf dated 1944. So you can see this one is dated 1945, and we'll go ahead and grab the other one, which is also dated 1945. It is just a lot more dirty. that wraps up the U.S. currency. Now we'll move over to the Axis powers. So we'll start off with the World War II Japanese 50 yen banknote. So as you can see, it is in really good shape. It's got a few rips, a few tears along the corner edge and stuff, but it's overall in really good shape. So as you can see right here, what we have is a World War II field note, or, field currency for the Nazis. As you can see, it says Wehrmacht right there. What Germany was called back then. You can see it's in really good shape. Nothing on the back. So now we'll move on to the coins. So I got this one actually a while back along with another coin. It was back when I didn't really know a lot about German stuff, and this wasn't too much, so I don't really know all too well what this is, but it has the Luftwaffe eagle right there, a swastika in the background, kind of like, it looks like it's in the middle of the rising sun of Japan, but I couldn't tell you much about this, so we will move on to the next one. Now these, I've seen a lot of these around. I don't really know what they are. They're pretty interesting. I bought it alongside this one, so again, don't really have much of an idea of what it is, but it is still pretty cool to have. Here we have one of the, I think this is an equivalent to a penny in Germany. I'm a little unsure of that, but this is a 1937 dated one. I don't know how to pronounce that word, and I'm not really going to attempt it on camera, so we'll move on. Here we have the exact same coin, meaning it's the exact same equivalent of this one, but the eagles are different, but they are more or less the same coin. This one has the same eagle the other one does. This one right here, as you can see, the eagles are exactly the same. This one is dated in 1938, so only a year after the first coin I showed. You see, eagles are really nice. I'd like to get a really good close-up of this one, because it's a lot easier to get the camera to focus on. As you can see, it has a 2 on the back, so I'm guessing it's 2 of whatever the German currency is back in World War II. This one is just like the second coin I showed with the same eagle. You can see, it says Reich, I think it says Reich on it. 1941, if you can even see the 1941. You can see, it says a 5 on the back. This one's really hard to focus on because it's really, really worn down. And this one says 1942, and it has a 10 on the back. It's in rough shape as well, but, old German stuff is pretty hard to come across, so these are pretty cool. Now, this was given to me by a friend. It is a 1941 Italian coin. As you can see, it says Italy. Well, that's what that translates to. But you can see it's in really good shape. But, it's just an Italian coin. It's the only piece of Italian, history that I have in my collection, which is actually very strange in my opinion. Never noticed that until he pointed it out, so, So, sorry that I couldn't identify 2 of the coins over here. Again, I don't want to lie to you and say, oh, there's something really magnificent, and them just be a replica coin, or some dumb collectible that people make. But anyway, that ends the video here. Thank you for watching. As you can see, this is all the currency I have. But I do plan on getting more, and as soon as I get more, I will show you. Next, I'll probably work on getting some World War I currency. So I'll see you when I get that. I'll see you in the next one. And have a great day, or a good night, good afternoon. You get the point. Happy collecting. I'll see you in the next one.